Hello and welcome everyone. Today, we are diving into a fascinating story that seems straight out of a financial thriller but is, in fact, a real chapter in global economic history. Picture a single man, operating from a discreet office in New York, capable of shaking the foundations of one of Japan's largest banks. This is the story of Toshihide Iguchi, a name perhaps unknown to many, but whose actions had worldwide repercussions. But then, how did an apparently ordinary banker manage to conceal losses of over $1 billion? What were the system vulnerabilities that allowed such drift? And, most importantly, what twists and transformations marked Iguchi's life after this discovery? These are all fascinating questions we will explore the answers to. So, settle in comfortably, keep an open mind, and get ready for a captivating exploration of one of the greatest banking scandals in history. Ready for this adventure into the intricacies of finance? Let's go! Unveil the secrets of the Iguchi case. And if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss our upcoming video. In the vast chessboard of global finance, some journeys stand out for their uniqueness and depth, much like Toshihide Iguchi's. Hailing from the port city of Kobe, Japan, Iguchi grew up fueled by an insatiable curiosity for the world beyond the borders of his homeland. This thirst for exploration led him, at the age of 19, to cross the ocean to join his father in New York for a temporary work assignment. However, what was initially meant to be a short stay in the United States quickly turned into a crucial turning point in his life. Enchanted by the dynamism and opportunities offered by America, Iguchi decided to pursue his studies in the US, far from his familiar environment. He enrolled at the Southwest Missouri State College, now known as the Missouri State University, where he chose psychology as his field of study. Simultaneously, Iguchi embraced American professional life by becoming a truck salesman at a local Chevrolet dealership. During this time, he cultivated remarkable resilience and adaptability. With this wealth of experience and a solid education in hand, Iguchi then embarked on a new challenge, the world of finance. His transition into the financial sector materialized when he joined Daiwa Bank in New York. Crossing the threshold of this prestigious institution to work in the securities custody department marked a decisive new phase in Iguchi's career. There, his dedication and acumen in the financial realm quickly garnered attention, propelling him rapidly to the position of portfolio manager, a role laden with challenges and responsibilities, placing him at the heart of the bank's financial operations. However, this promising ascent was soon marred by a significant setback. In 1983, Iguchi suffered a substantial loss of $70,000, a blow for someone as meticulous and committed to his work. This challenging situation represented a turning point for him. Instead of admitting the error, he chose a perilous path: concealment. This decision triggered a series of secret maneuvers aimed at hiding his losses, with the hope of recovering them discreetly. This marked a dark turn in his career, gradually straying from the ethics and transparency to which he was initially committed. The situation reached its climax in 1989. Amidst intense speculation, Iguchi faced a devastating loss of $350 million, a financial earthquake that threatened to expose the extent of his underground maneuvers. However, despite this overwhelming loss, a series of audits and regulatory inspections proved unable to detect anomalies in his transactions. This incapacity of control systems to uncover irregularities allowed Iguchi to continue his covert operations, revealing alarming flaws in the oversight mechanisms of the financial sector. This raised serious questions about the reliability of structures meant to protect the integrity of the banking system. In the wake of these detection failures, Iguchi's career took an increasingly complex turn. With the transfer of the Securities Custody Department to the World Financial Center, a step marking the expansion and empowerment of his sector, Iguchi also ascended to a significant position, becoming the executive vice president of the New York branch. Following this, Iguchi, having become a central pillar in Daiwa Bank's operations, wielded significant influence within the financial institution. His management, far from ordinary, led to a series of strategic choices with surprising and profound repercussions. Indeed, by orchestrating financial operations that, on the surface, appeared routine, Iguchi actually generated astronomical losses exceeding the billion-dollar mark. These carefully concealed losses went unnoticed, even eluding audits by the Federal Reserve. Simultaneously, Daiwa faced official reprimand for its practices. While not directly exposing Iguchi's actions, this situation underscored broader issues within the bank. But the story doesn't end there. In this intricate web of operations and concealments, a major turning point occurred in 1995. It was during this year that Iguchi chose to reveal the truth. In an unexpected and bold move, he confessed to hiding losses over an impressive 12-year period. Faced with Iguchi's admission, Daiwa took an unexpected approach. Instead of rectifying the situation immediately, the bank initially asked Iguchi to continue the concealment and collaborate with other agents to analyze the extent of the financial damage. However, 2 weeks later, under external pressure, Daiwa resolved to inform its regulatory body about the financial incident. They were, however, advised not to disclose this information immediately, suggesting a 2-month delay due to the sensitivity and potential implications of this revelation on the already tense financial market. During this time, Daiwa's US lawyers insisted that the bank disclose these losses to US regulators. Consequently, on September 18, unbeknownst to Iguchi, Daiwa decided to report the loss, submitting a criminal referral against Iguchi along with his confession letter. Meanwhile, the trader, detached from crucial decisions and internal deliberations at Daiwa, diligently focused on assessing financial losses, unaware of the imminent drastic turn that would soon shake his existence. When this upheaval occurred, it took the form of an unexpected arrest at his home in New Jersey. This decisive step, with the FBI seizing his confession letter, left Iguchi with no escape. Faced with undeniable evidence, he had no choice but to admit his responsibility in creating this financial chaos. Thus, after acknowledging his responsibility, Iguchi was sent to the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York, where he spent 15 months. There, he found himself amidst notorious individuals: George Harp, a founding member of the Aryan Brotherhood; Gregory Scarpa, a mafia hitman; Musa Abu Marzouk, a leader of Hamas, and influential members of the Latin Kings gang. This period behind bars became a crucible of unlikely encounters and extraordinary experiences for Iguchi. Nevertheless, in the midst of this diverse and intense prison environment, he found a unique means of expression. He wrote a memoir about his life in America. Written in Japanese, this text, offering a deeply personal insight into his journey, transcended the walls of his cell to become a resounding success. Becoming a bestseller in Japan, his book captivated a wide audience fascinated by the story of his fall and redemption. Since then, this period of literary creativity marked a turning point for Iguchi, propelling him onto a new and unexplored path. This change intensified in 1997 when he was sentenced to 4 years in prison and transferred to the Federal Correctional Complex, Allenwood. There, he continued writing, producing another work, this time about George Harp. Titled The King of the Prison, this book was also published in Japan, demonstrating Iguchi's ability to transform his prison experiences into captivating narratives. Released 2 years later, the former trader then chose to settle in Atlanta in August of the following year, initiating a new chapter in his life as a writer. In April 2001, he published The Dollar Conspiracy, continuing to explore and share his unique perspectives. But that's not all. In May 2002, Iguchi added a new dimension to his story with My Billion-Dollar Education, an English version of his famous Confession. The publication of this revised and enriched version in April 2014 not only marked another step in his literary journey but symbolized profound introspection and renewal. After this literary turning point, the continuation of Iguchi's story is tinged with nostalgia and renewal. In July 2007, he returned to Kobe, completing a circle that began 37 years ago. His return to his hometown, after an eventful American odyssey, marked the beginning of a new chapter. Indeed, in Kobe, Iguchi embraced a new path in the field of foreign language education, focusing on the development of innovative digital solutions. Using artificial intelligence, he contributed to transforming language conversation practice, combining technology and pedagogy to create revolutionary learning experiences. In parallel with this commitment to education, Iguchi continued to explore his passion for writing, sharing his experiences and reflections through new works. This balance between technology and literature reached its culmination when he appeared on CNBC Asia on April 29, 2014. This interview highlighted his commitment to topics such as ethics in finance and the role of institutions in preventing fraud. Through this exchange, Iguchi demonstrated his ability to remain a critical thinker and influential actor, using his lived experience and insight to positively impact the world around him. Thus concludes the fascinating story of Toshihide Iguchi, a man whose extraordinary journey continues to inspire and question, reminding us that behind every major financial scandal is a complex and instructive human story.